right, hey guys, this is Jenna. I am going to be going through our June 2023 roundtable today. And today's focus is going to be centered around Amazon's tools and making sure we can utilize them to the best of our abilities. It's one of those things, right, where potentially maybe you've been selling on Amazon a really long time, maybe you've been doing so pretty successfully, but it's always a really smart idea to have a refresher just on all of the tools Amazon has to offer and how to best utilize them. So first I'm going to start with brand registry specific tools. So the first that comes to mind is the brand dashboard. Now, there are multiple parts of the brand dashboard. The first that comes to mind is the customer review dashboard. And what this basically is it's an area where you are able to respond to reviews that are 3 stars or below. Now, unfortunately, you're not able to customize those messages or anything like that, but you are able to send templated responses from Amazon to those customers to hopefully solve any issues that might be coming from that review. Now, you also have access to what is called brand analytics, which is basically a ton of data on your brand and how it is doing on Amazon. There's a ton that goes into it, from demographic information, competitor information, what's frequently bought with your products. So much that goes into brand analytics, and something that should absolutely be analyzed at least quarterly, so you can make decisions based on adding new products, if you should expand with a certain demographic, if you should have certain infographics that feature that demographic, or whatever it might be. It's important to look at that information that Amazon is providing. You also have access to customer engagements. Now, this is something that not everyone will automatically have access to. It is something that you have to build based off of your sales and how you're doing on Amazon. And from there, you're able to gain access to customer engagements, which are essentially emails that are sent within Amazon to try to drive sales. So that's the brand dashboard and kind of a high level of what is included in it. Now, additionally, you do have access to the Amazon storefront. So the Amazon storefront, like I said, that is a brand specific tool. So only those of you that are registered in brand registry will have access to that. And what's great about the Amazon storefront is it essentially gives a landing spot for your brand on Amazon, which is great. Now, additionally, within Amazon storefront, you have access to what is called Amazon posts. Now, what Amazon posts are is essentially Amazon's Instagram. It's the best way to look at it. Now, what's great about Amazon posts is it gives you access to provide different placements throughout Amazon where you're not even spending any money. It's completely free advertisement, a way to get in front of more customers. Amazon posts will show up throughout Amazon. So they'll show up on your listing. Based on algorithm, they'll show up on your competitors' listings and so on. So there's a lot of opportunity for Amazon posts, and there's something that you should be utilizing and posting at least twice a week. Now, through advertising, you do have access to certain tools that should all be used on a regular basis. Is sponsored brand ads, sponsored display ads, as well as Amazon attribution for those of you guys that are using external ads or just external marketing in general. So what Amazon attribution does is it allows you to track the success of your external efforts. So you can see how many clicks did that email get, how many add to carts did we get, how many purchases did we get, and so on and so forth. So super important that all 3 of those are consistently utilized. Obviously, sponsored brand and sponsored display are specific ads on Amazon that just provide different placements that sponsored product ads do not offer. So it's important to make sure you're utilizing those as well as sponsored product. Now, with brand registry tools, obviously there are different listing tools as well. All 3 of these are important to make sure you're utilizing, just because they are known to increase your conversion rate. So every single one of you should be utilizing these just because it really takes your listing next level. So A+ content would be one of them. Now, for those of you guys that have a large catalog, one thing that is available for you is what's called premium A+ content. What premium A+ content is basically having two versions of your A+ content. One would be for mobile devices and the other for desktop. So that's one reason to use premium. Another is you are able to do different widgets so that your pictures are moving through and more of a slideshow feature. And then you can also add video to the listing. Now, Brand Story is another tool that is available for brand registered sellers, where you can just tell the story of your brand. It's pretty simple in what that is. And it's really just another place to try to connect to your customers. That way they know who they're buying from. They're not just buying on Amazon, they're buying from a brand, and that's one place you should be utilizing that. Now, the last thing is obviously just video on the listing, just in general. This is really, really helpful for your conversion rate. So for those of you guys that do not have video on your listing, that's absolutely something you need to be utilizing, and making sure you're not skipping as you're selling on Amazon. Now, finally, to wrap up brand registry specific tools would just be brand support. So there is two levels of support for those of you guys that are brand registered. There's seller support, which is the one that mostly everyone uses, which that's located within Seller Central. And there's also brand support. And brand support is located at brandservices.amazon.com. And that is a separate login. That is not a part of Seller Central. You have to go to brandservices.amazon.com to access that. And that is another support console that you can go to if seller support is not cutting it. Now, within brand support, not only can you just get additional support that goes beyond seller support, you can also report IP issues. So if anyone is using your brand name in their listings, or if anyone is reselling on your listing or anything like that, brand support is where you can go to report those IP issues. So moving away from brand registry, I also felt it was important just to cover the basics on Amazon promotions. And really the main reason why I wanted to cover this is because a lot of the times I will go into accounts that are new to us over here at TurnKey and notice that brands aren't using these tools. They're not using these promotions. And my recommendation is you don't always have to have a promotion running. That's absolutely not what I'm implying. But what I want to stress is understanding the power of an Amazon promotion and the fact that it can gain further visibility for your products and hopefully gain some new customers for you. So it's not something that needs to be utilized at all times, but it is something that I would say needs to be done at least on a monthly basis, where you can switch up your products. You don't have to always do it on the same one. And just running different promotional types, I think, is important. So let's go through those really quick. So first, there is lightning deals. This is a 12-hour opportunity, and this gets you featured on Amazon's deals page. So the reason why we would recommend using lightning deals is because they can get new eyes on your listing, providing that additional exposure. Now, lightning deals are not free. Depending on the time of year, they can range from $150, where if that's the normal price, that's what you normally go with, or they could go up to $1,000 if you were to run one on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So it really depends on the time of year you're running them. But for those of you guys that just run it, once a month or something like that, it would run you normally at like $150. Now, best deals are another deal opportunity. These were formerly known as 7-day deals, and they're located in the deals section under advertising with lightning deals. Now, kind of the same idea as lightning deals. The reason we would want to run a best deal is simply to try to get more eyes on your listing, trying to gain as much exposure as possible. So that's why we would be pushing best deals, just to try to get more eyes on your listing. And generally, these deals run you to about $300 per deal if you are to run them. Now, coupon clippings, why would we want to run these? So coupon clippings don't necessarily get you additional exposure throughout Amazon, but what they do is get you additional exposure within the search results. So let's say you sell collagen on Amazon and you are running a coupon clipping. What's great about that is on your listing, as someone is going through the search results, they're going to see a green box that says coupon clipping, save 10%, save $5, whatever it might be. They're going to see that. And the idea is that hopefully this helps you stand out in the search results and gets the customer choosing you over a competitor. So really that's what our coupon clippings are best used for, is we're just trying to draw someone in to hopefully pick us over our competition. Now, subscribe and save coupons. These are very new, probably less than a month old on Amazon. And these are really great to push subscriptions, right? That's their goal. So how it works is you are able to set up a subscribe and save coupon on top of the subscribe and save discount already. So let's say your subscribe and save is already set to give 10% off. You're able to give an additional 5% off for a one-time for their first subscription. The idea behind this is just get someone to subscribe to your product, and hopefully they're locked in. Hopefully they keep coming back, they keep their subscription, they keep buying from you, and you can build off that customer and hopefully really improve your LTV. So that's the purpose of subscribe and save coupons, really just trying to provide more for your customers, trying to get them locked in on subscribe and save. Now, Prime exclusive discounts. These are great for events. So Prime Day is obviously coming up. For those of you guys that are listening today, June 27th, you are able to submit these today. Now, those do close tonight at midnight Pacific time. You will not be able to submit them any longer for Prime Day. Now, the reason for Prime Day or any event days, so that would be the Prime Fall event, which is coming up, or Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The reason we want to push Prime exclusive discounts is simply because you're able to get an additional box on the listing that will say something to the effect of Prime Day deal, Black Friday deal, Cyber Monday deal, etc. So it's really able to make you pop in the search results, similar to a coupon clipping, while also providing strike-through pricing, which always makes a customer feel like they're getting a good deal because they see that original price and then they see the price that they're getting the product for. So really, really helps with conversions and helping you stand out on those big days. Now, promotional code. These are something that I would not recommend running all the time. These are more useful for certain situations where maybe you're doing an email blast to specific email lists, where maybe it's a special launch promotion for those that signed up for one, or maybe you're doing a special deal to your website rather than your Amazon customers, or whatever it might be. But basically the idea is that promotional codes are best used to kind of be a hidden promotion where you can make it private and it's not live on the actual detail page. Now, really the reason why we say that is because promotional codes, for the most part, don't have a ton of visibility. So because of that, we always feel like other promotions like a coupon clipping, lightning deal, or Prime exclusive discount, those are just going to give you more visibility and higher conversions rather than a promotional code, which is a bit more hidden on the listing. So that's why, generally speaking, we like to use those as a private promotional code and sending those specifically to any external marketing efforts or what have you. So in terms of all of these tools we went through, right, it's so important just to make sure, no matter how advanced you are, no matter how long you've been selling on Amazon, to not forget these little things, to not forget the things that Amazon is in fact giving you. We want to make sure all of you guys listening are taking advantage of what Amazon has to offer. So if you guys do have any questions on how to best use these strategies for your brand specifically, you can always reach out to your coach or what have you, and we can always talk about that one-on-one as well. So in terms of the June roundtable, that's what I have for you guys. I hope everyone here on the call, those listening to the recording or what have you, I hope you all have a really big and successful Prime Day. And if you have any questions about Prime Day, don't hesitate to reach out to our team. We're definitely here to support as you navigate the biggest shopping day of the year. So thank you so much for listening.